Evening, everyone. Having fun? How many people here have kids? Grandkids? Nephew, nieces? Okay, so this is all for you. So before we get started, I want to share a very exciting news that we got our first revenue just a couple of weeks ago. A huge validation for our business model. But let's start with why. Why does Cirkled exist, and why did this national organization has decided to do a big contract with us? I want you to meet Sarah. She wants to cure cancer someday. Big goals, but she's very anxious and overwhelmed with the college admissions process, even though she's only in 8th grade. And this is not just a story of Sarah. It's all the students, irrespective of size of goals, gender, race, and even socioeconomic status. Adam here is 11th grader, and nobody in his family ever went to college. And he just wants to be a technician in Boeing, but doesn't know how to get into a vocational degree college. The problem that Sarah and Adam see today is that they don't have a central platform where they can compile everything they do, their accomplishments, accolades, and showcase themselves in front of admission officers. We have LinkedIn, and students don't. And on the other hand, what's happening, that college admissions platform is changing drastically. It's moving away from time test to social media. Any guesses on how many colleges have made SAT, ACT optional? Any guesses? 900. 900 colleges have made SAT, ACT optional, and lacking any formal platform like LinkedIn, they are going to social media. So that is where Cirkled comes into picture. It's that formal platform that not only Sarah and Adam need, but college admission officers need. It's a centralized, secure platform designed for K through 12 students, where they compile everything they do in 7 different categories that college admission officers are looking for. They make their e-portfolio, share the profile with admission officers, and increase their acceptance rate. For low-income group kids, that acceptance rate goes up by 13%, which is huge. With Cirkled we are putting 60 million students in US at the center of the circle and helping the whole ecosystem. Schools, youth-serving organizations who are trying to help students, and on the right side, college admission officers and recruiters, we are putting that pertinent information at their fingertips that they are hunting for in social media. And how do we do that? With a 3-pronged approach. We have school portal, teacher's account, and student account. In addition to helping students, schools get additional value out of this by tracking their graduates. You will not believe today, no school today, and I mean no school today can tell you where their seniors went from last year or year before that. There's absolutely no tracking, and this is 2016 we are talking. Teachers have no clue what your kid did last year or what that kid is doing outside his or her classroom. So absolutely underuse of data, which we should be doing today. Our business model is to actually solve that pain point not only for students, but schools and other organizations. So they'll be our biggest revenue generator. Then, of course, we have B2C, which is the freemium model. We are on our track to being a really big $74 million company in 5 years. We have great traction today. 18 organizations are piloting this in one form or the other. And as I just mentioned, we did a big contract with Girl Scouts, and they are our first revenue, which is wonderful. And media coverage, I'll tell you, we don't count media coverage as any measure of success, but it has given us that validation and customer awareness. We just came back from DC, where we presented in front of 3,000 students and teachers, because we are now considered as subject matter expert. So social media and media coverage gets us that. Of course, no dream can be realized with a team. We have both engineering and business experience, but more importantly, we come from education background. My mom is an educator who ran a school for 25 years. My partner his dad is a physics professor, so we have education in our DNA, and Cirkled is our calling. What do our users say? I'll just put it one word. 17-year-old said it was almost fun. That's it. I don't need to say anything else. And within 4 weeks of putting his profile together, he got an internship. What we are looking for right now, 2 top priorities, customer acquisition, and we are raising our first seed round. So if anybody can help us with any introductions, we would love that. Last but not the least, we want to go international and give this weapon of education to every student out there. And we want you to join us in that journey. Thank you. Questions? Yes. Good question, and I'm glad you asked. It's not misspelled. The idea is K is for kids starting in kindergarten, and we are putting that kid at the center of the circle. And .com was available. Next question.
You're a cutting-edge startup, because usually they drop the vowels. You're the first startup I've heard of that dropped the consonant. That's pretty cool.
It's a good question. Question is that do we want to integrate with LinkedIn? So I don't know how many of you know this, but LinkedIn started this education arm that they shut down in May of this year, which was university pages. So as a student, I could go on and check out certain university, but their spokesperson said in their closing is LinkedIn was not for high school students. We didn't see any traction, hence we are shutting down and going back to what we do best, which is finding the job. So it could be a marriage between Cirkled and LinkedIn. That's what I see. Cirkled is under 18 market, which is where everybody is trying to get into. And LinkedIn comes with a brand stigma, just like every big company. They are LinkedIn. They are for people 30 and over, and high school kids are not going to go there. We can be that under 18 market, and they can be over, which means we could have a bridge between the two. One of the things we are working on is what we call Beyond High School feature, where they can put their LinkedIn profile once they are into workplace.
One more question?
Yes. Beautiful question. So homeschool, there are 2 million students in the United States that are homeschooled, and that is why we have B2C offering. So one of the value proposition with Cirkled is the profile stays with the student. You can start in kindergarten as a student, and let's say mom is filling it up. By the time you get to 5th grade, you can hand off the profile to the kid. Then kid goes to middle school. We can connect that same kid to middle school, and then to high school, and then to college. If you are homeschooled, this is beautiful, because this is what I hear from homeschool moms all the time. They use sticky notes on the wall. That's how their tracking goes today. And they love the platform because it's all electronic. They never lose it. So they can use today and just go on circledin.com and sign up their kids. Thank you. Thank you.